Alrighty guys, Isaac here brings into the Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. This is going to be part 1 of 2. 2 will be coming out tonight, so do not worry about that. I know I'm very late on part 1, just finishing up some pretty important stuff here. And well, you know, I'll just go ahead and say it. I've started doing my ride-alongs, like with fire departments and stuff like that, so it's been a little bit difficult trying to time manage everything else. But again, like I said, I promise you guys, I will be releasing part 2 tonight once we get that last bit of TP. Anyways, this is going to be the standard edition. If you guys are looking for the pocket edition, it will be linked in the description down below. Alright, so the first fight is to the left of us. 5th stage. It is against Dynamic Saga. Alright, so I think this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So again, we are using the yellow Piccolo, right? So I'm going to swap him over to Blast first and foremost. But this is what we're using right here. Boot tanks that special move tile. We're going to go ahead and let a purple be on backup as well as a green unit. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with this yellow Piccolo. He's a very, very easy kill. Then we're going to go into to this guy right here. We'll go for a purple Krillin, yellow Gohan, purple Ginyu, and then Ultra Vegeta at the end. So very easy fight right there. We ended it on turn 3. 1 million points right here. That's a good sign. 1.3 right there. No rush needed. Next, straight above us, 5th stage right here. It's against GT, and this is going to be another really easy stage. I mean, you have Tapion on here, who's extremely out of place. So let's get into it. And then this is the exact same team formation we're going to use right here, right? We're going to go ahead and keep a green on bench. You could use either of the purples. I'm going to go ahead and keep using the Cell, just because the Cell is in S tier, I believe, compared to the Piccolo, who is in C tier. So I'm kind of going to use a similar attack order to the last fight. I'm going to go for yellow first, a red, then we'll go for a purple, a red, and then purple. Again, another really easy fight right there. We actually got the LF. Weirdly enough, 1.3 million, full kill, no issue. Alright, so next is a 5th stage. To the right of us, it is against DB Saga. I'm a little bit worried about this fight. Right, we're gonna have to sub out some of our blue units because of the triple greens. Alright, so this is the squad we're gonna be using right here. We're gonna sub out one of our yellow units because of the double reds and one of our blue units because of the double greens. Maybe we should swap out 2 blue units here because it's triple greens, I mean. But we do have the double purples, so I think it'll still work out for us. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for Launch first. She does have like the debuffs and stuff like that. And then we'll go for Bandit Yamcha. We'll go for Ma Jr., Demon King Piccolo, Bulma, and then DB Goku at the end. Alright, so coming out of that one, maybe do consider taking out one of your blue units, or maybe for that one I actually should have kept boot tanks next to Super Baby 2, knowing that they were going to be the getting hit the most from the greens, because that's exactly what happened, is that all of these greens all targeted boot tanks, right? So that's why you do see a big chunk of health missing from him. Alright, so next is the 3th stage left of us. It is going to be against Game Originals, pretty much is what I'm going to go ahead and call it. And this looks very easy. Alright, so this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. We're going to go ahead and give boot tanks the super attack tile with the Super Baby 2 heals. Alright, so for attack order, I think I'm going to go for Zaha first. I know our Buhan, our red unit, attacks first, but I think it's worth going to, I think it's going to be worth it to get him out of the way first. Then we'll go for a Bulma. We'll go for this Vegeta. Not Vegeta. We'll go for Nappa, then Vegeta, Saiyan in red, and then Shallot. Again, another really easy fight there. I think the one thing to change, though, is going for Shallot before the Giblet right there, right? Because my Piccolo super attack started turn 3, and he ended up super attacking that Giblet. Would have just been the full kill very early on, right? So next we have a 5th stage to the right of us right here. It is against Sagas. I am a little bit worried about this stage. This is a very cohesive team. Alright, this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. As you can see, I'm still going to go ahead and give boot tanks the heals. I just want to get him up to full HP, or at least like to 70 to 80% HP right now. He's at 68, so he's kind of there already. We're going to put this Piccolo, since he also gets that super attack guaranteed turn 3, we're going to put him on the super attack tile. So attack order is going to be fairly simple here. I am going to opt to go for the red. So attack order is fairly simple here. I'm going to opt to go for the Legends Limited Cooler first, because we are going to get that super attack with boot tanks, and then we'll go for Salsa. We'll get this Piccolo, we'll get this green cooler, and then you can choose right here. You can choose either or. I'm going to go for the purple cooler and then the yellow healing Goku. As long as those two are in the 5th and 6th slot, I think they're kind of interchangeable. I'll go ahead and tell you what I think seems to be best after this fight. Alright, so that fight went all in the entire 4 turns. It didn't go to Rising Rush, so that's good, right? But I would say, so now upon playing it, watching the simulation and everything, I think what we should have done instead of our 5th and 6th slot, I think the 5th slot should have been the Goku and then the cooler, right? Instead of the cooler and then the Goku. Alright, so next is to the left of us, 3/5 stage. It is against this Scuff GT team again. This is the team formation we're going to use right here. I think this was the same formation that we used, the same backup members that we used as the last time. Piccolo will be getting that special move tile once again, just because, I'm going to get this guy to a higher HP threshold. We are going to do something a little bit different here, though. I'm going to go for Tapion first, and then we're going to go for the Super Boo. I forgot that Super Boo has a stun on turn 2, so let's try to get that out of the way, and then we'll go for the Super Baby 2, Kid Goku, Rildo, Super Saiyan 4. Alright, so I'm still getting used to having Piccolo's super attack available to us. There was definitely a situation there where we probably should have just went for the double purples, right? But nonetheless, still worked out. 1.1 million. I'm okay with that. So next is a stage right above us, 4/5 stage. It is against the yellow-blue stage. We're pretty much acclimated towards this. Alright, so this is our team formation right here. We're gonna do double purple on backup. Usually I would be like, okay, put 1 purple on backup, put 1 red on backup. I think red will be okay, just because we have Green Piccolo, but just in case, put your red unit next to Super Baby 2 if you do opt in to bring in a red. So let's go ahead and get Nappa first, debuffs, right? Then we'll go for Jiren, hopefully we can get him before he transforms. Then Tien, right? Tien he hits hard, don't sleep on Tien. And then after that, we'll go for Roshi, Krillin. Krillin's gonna stun you as well, we can't do anything about it. And then hit at the very end. Okay, so that fight was extremely easy, like extreme. 1.3 million full kill, and everyone's in pretty great shape, I would say. Bootanks was able to make a pretty much a full recovery there, right? Alright, so next is 4/5 stage to the right of us. It is against, well, it's kind of an oddball team, right? But there's a lot of reds here, and I'm happy about that. Alright, this is the team formation we are going to be using right here. We do have Bootanks with the super attack tile, yellow on bench, purple on bench. Should be good to rock and roll. Alright, so honestly, let's get this Roshi out of the way. We'll get this Roshi out of the way. Blue 21. We'll do red 21. This Android 15, Gohan, and then Casserole. Another easy fight right there. You have nothing to worry about. There's no like scary units on that fight actually. 1.4 million. Let's go to move on to the next. Alright, so next is straight above us. 4/5 stage. It is against Cell Saga, and there's a ton of yellows right here. So obviously I'm probably not going to bring any of my purples. Alright, so this is the attack order that I'm going to use right here. As you can see, I'm not really stepping on these key restore speed tiles. I only need to step on these key restore speed tiles if I need Bootanks to attack super early on. That's pretty much it. If I want him in first slot. Other than that, it kind of like messes up the mojo a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just do it like this. Alright, so for attack order, let's go for this free-to-play Cell. He does have the debuff, so we'll go for this Gohan. The only reason why I'm going to go for this Gohan is because I know my Green Piccolo has the super attack. He attacks at the end. Be able to get that guy out of the way. We'll go for this purple Gohan because he does have the buff against regeneration. We'll go for this Cell, red Gohan, and then 16 at the very end. You can go for 16 a little bit earlier. The only reason why I'm going for him at the end is because he does give death buffs only to Android allies. So you can also go ahead and kill him after you kill the cells. Another pretty easy fight right there. There's no scary units, right? So as long as there's no scary units, you guys know it's going to be pretty much easy. 1.4 million. Alright, so next is our 10th win streak bonus. I completely glossed over the fact that we already did our 5th win, but yeah, 10 win streak bonus. It is another really easy fight right here. This team does not mesh well together, right? It's just random units. Alright, so this is what we're going to use right here. Bootank still getting the heals from Super Baby 2, Piccolo on the super attack tile, both purples on backup. Alright, so for attack order, let's get Majub out of the way. It'll be pretty much an easy kill right there. We'll get this Raccoon, purple Tapion. We'll go for this guy, for Zamasu. We'll go for the purple Nappa, and then we'll go for 16. Alright, so 2.2 million, full kill, no rush needed. Next is a 3/5 stage, left of us. This one is 3/5, but the team comp is still decent, right? And not even decent, it's just that you have 2 tag units. Tag units are just always kind of annoying to go after. All right, so this is the team formation we will be using right here. And you can kind of see what I'm doing here, right? Like, hopefully you guys see what the team formations, like, I'm swapping Super Baby 2's heals, like, I'm rotating his heals throughout whoever needs it, right? So Bootank's now at 92%. I'm okay with him being off of the heals. This guy at 85%, I'm going to put him onto the heals, right? You kind of want to do that. All right, so we're going to start off with the Jason Birder. They will debuff you upon tagging out, and they do not tag out upon getting hit by unfavorable elements, so it's safe to go after them. Then we'll go for this free-to-play Android 13, Android 15, and then we're going to do double greens here, starting with Ginyu, and then Android 14, and then we'll end it off with the Raccoon Guldo. Right, so coming out of that one, I could see that one being a little bit of an annoyance at a higher difficulty, but at 3 fists there was no worries there at all. So next is a 4 fist stage to the left of us. It is we already came across this, right? Oddball team. And so this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. We're going to take Alpha Yellow just because of the 3 reds, and then we'll keep this guy on bench too, just because him being C tier, we want to get more points. And I'm going to do the same attack order as last time. I think it worked out for us, right? So Roshi, blue 21, red 21, we'll go for purple 15, Gohan, and then Casserole. All right, so definitely not bad. A little bit more lengthy, right? But 1.6, take it. Next fight, 4 fist stage. This is the boss fight, so this is the last fight of part 1. We go into this, and it is against Beast Gohan, right? I mean, it's all Gohans, but Beast Gohan is the main threat. All right, this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. A little bit worrisome, right? We're going to go ahead and keep Red Ribbon on backup. We're going to put one of our blues on backup because of the double greens. But hopefully we do have the answer to these purples right here as well as the yellows. All right, so first things first, we're going to go for Beast Gohan, right? I think that's a no-brainer. Then we're going to start taking out some of the easier units, right? Future Gohan's not necessarily an easy unit, but he does have that blast cover change. I don't want to deal with that. Then we'll go for this guy. We'll go for the Ultimate Gohan, the Tag Exchange Gohan with Krillin, and then this guy at the very end. This guy is pretty tanky, so we'll save him for last. All right, so coming out of that one right there, we probably should have targeted the greens a little bit more so than what we did. They kind of messed up our boot tanks again. So throughout the next part, you're going to see me just trying to heal up the boot tanks there, right? Unless we start taking them out of the roster, that way we can start just farming up our points and stuff like that. But for the first half, that is pretty solid. Our units are in extremely good shape. I would say this is a very easy and safe team that we have crafted for this season. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out the video at rank probably like 1,000,000 here, right? Because it's like, yeah, we have a lot of catching up to do. That's pretty rough. But I will see you guys in part 2. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!